It started small in 1938 on Minnesota's Iron Range, Ryan Lumber and Coal Company of Hibbing.
This is my grandfather who started the business. And then over on the right here is my Uncle Russ and my Uncle Fran. And they were the second generation, and they're the ones that really took us into the construction business.
Today, Ryan companies are in the construction business, $1 billion worth annually, as award-winning, risk-taking, social investing real estate developers, designers, builders, and managers. From Phillips in Minneapolis to Phoenix, Arizona.
Our mission is to build lasting relationships. The philosophy is the first transaction you do with a company or with individuals should be the most difficult because you're trying to get to know one another. After that, it should be as fluid and as trusting as possible.
That trusting relationship works with clients and partners as well. It's the way Jim Ryan ran the company.
He did it with a handshake. We learned it from our uncles. We learned it from my grandfather. You're only as good as your word, and so you better make sure that you live up to your word.
The Ryan boys turned out to be good partners, but they needed a third, Tim Gray, to get where they wanted to go.
If you're ever in a family business, it's great having a CFO who's not a family member. Jim and I were the entrepreneurs, and Tim kept us out of trouble. It's that simple.
Of course, running the business isn't simple, but the formula is: take good care of customers the first time, and they'll come back.
Target was looking at an urban store model, and we worked with Target to develop an inner city two-level store that actually worked. We like BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals. Because we have all these disciplines internally, we can take those on when most of our competitors can't.
One of the biggest BHAGs is the Midtown Exchange on Lake Street, taking an old store in a troubled neighborhood, Sears, and turning it into a mix of offices, lofts, and restaurants. 5 blocks away is the new Cristo Rey High School.
This school exists because Jim and Pat Ryan wanted it to exist. The idea of creating an environment where kids from low-income families could be in a first-rate building, going to a quality school, getting a new opportunity at life, breaking the cycle of poverty was something that really just lit them up.
Quite honestly, we were getting tired of just writing a check here and a check there to other nonprofits, and we never knew if we were making a difference.
They made a difference. Pat, Jim, and his wife Colleen led a $31 million capital campaign.
It's the most significant project we've ever done.
The Ryan Foundation contributes 10% of company profits to community projects nationwide and encourages employees to get involved, planting trees, building parks, mentoring kids.
Part of who we are is giving back with our time, talent, and treasure.
Sharing the treasure was part of Jim Ryan's legacy. In his DNA, it's been passed on, cousin to cousin.
The relationship is such, he could finish my sentences and I could finish his.
And together, the two of them always did right by their customers.
You could go to Bob Ulrich, who's a good friend, who's chairman of Target. He's not going to tell you what Target stores we built, but he's going to tell you about the experience he has had working with our company. And that's what you hope to make a mark on. What is the experience of dealing with Ryan?
The Opus College of Business is proud to present Pat Ryan and Jim Ryan with the 2011 John F. Cade Award.